Hello, it's Big Cheds, and this is part of the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education playlist on my YouTube at Cheds Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Cheds and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to look at a chapter from my second book, Trading Wisdom. Lesson 8, Don't Marry Your Bags. And this is really about trading something and not falling in love with it, letting the market define your risk, letting the market, tell you if something is worth what you think it should be worth, and just following along without getting too emotional. And if you find yourself in a situation where you have to defend every negative comment you hear about a play you're holding, that's a problem. That suggests that you're emotionally over-involved, right? This happens especially when you have a larger than normal position size. For some reason, you bought more than you thought you were going to buy or more than you were comfortable buying, and now you have a really large position. And when somebody else expresses opinion against the chart you're holding, against the stock or the coin you're holding, ooh, you have a big reaction. You're looking at the message boards and the Twitter feeds, and now you're arguing with trolls because you're a believer and they're not. But these emotions, these are great for when you're, painting, you're creating music, but for trading, it can be kryptonite. You need to not marry your bags. You can date them, and when it starts to go sour, when it starts to go south, you move on, right? These emotional manifestations, these can cause huge problems for you, right? You thought you had a great plan, and then you made a mistake, and it didn't work out. And now you want to jump right back into the next play and try to redeem yourself. And these emotions are getting you into big trouble, right? When you have a trade and it went poorly, move on, all right? Don't stick with it. And then all of a sudden now you're an investor, you're scanning the message boards, and you're looking for reasons to continue to hold, right? Because your small losses, they will turn into big losses. And those big losses were once small losses screaming to be cut. So you want to be careful. You want to avoid marrying your bags and be more of a trader who looks for opportunity. And you say, okay, I may like this company, but if this chart breaks a major support level, I'm going to move on, right? If this play is unable to hold where it's supposed to hold, I'm going to move on. If I bought because there was a breakout at 100, but the price is now back below 100, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to marry my bag. I'm not going to double down on it. I'm not going to hold it no matter what, and then get emotionally over-involved. Some people talk poorly about it, and I'm going to defend it like they're talking about a family member of mine. Be apathetic. Be just unemotional. Be disciplined. Be formulaic. And protect your capital, and just do not marry your bags. All right, folks, this is lesson 8. This is from my book, Trading Wisdom, that came out several years ago. I hope you are enjoying that. And this is part of the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education playlist on my YouTube at Cheds Trading. I'm on Twitter at Big Cheds. And of course, Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Big Ched's out.